We are live and YouTubing. Oh yes, we are YouTubing. Good night, everyone. As you come on, the first thing you need to do is share the live. Invite somebody on. That's the first responsibility you have. You're here? Who is here? Oh, I'll just say you're here. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, good night, everybody. So your first responsibility is to share the live, invite somebody on, and give the live. Well, don't like it yet, cause you're not yet. Maybe you don't like what you're here, so you don't have to like it if you don't. How you all doing? I trust you're all fine. We haven't seen each other, spoken, been together like this for a while. So yeah, we are just linking up now. It is one of those nights. One of those nights when there's a whole bunch of things to talk about and you really don't know where to start from. But let us start with a song. Good night, everybody. Yes, good night, good night, good night. Everybody say good night to each other. That is the way it works. And then after that, you go and share it and invite somebody to come on. And then we get going. How about that? So, usually when we come on, there is a song. There is, because there's always one humming in my head. Good night, good night. All right. You hear me running for MP next election? A lie! Me run for MP the next election? And I need to talk to the Prime Minister. Or if he does do that to me and don't tell me. I need to know. Maybe I should. That would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be rotting fun. I'll do it just for the fun of it. Yeah, so just share the live and invite somebody on and give the live a like. So in the 18th century, there's a poet with a funny name, William something of the kind. Good night to all royalists, yes. Good night to all the royal Jamaicans. His name was William Williams. He has a funny last name, but and we still have been trying to find out why he used Williams instead of his funny last name. But he was a poet from Wales, so that makes him a Welsh poet. And he wrote this brilliant poem, which is meant to be like a prayer, but it's also a kind of a plea for nearness, for faith, for trust. And many at the time when he wrote the poem thought it was a prayer, and it became a hymn in 1907. I think it was John Hughes, the music to the song, and it is a very song. You're going to help me sing it tonight. But the reason why I want to tell you about it before we even try to sing it, because it's a tough song to sing, very tough song to sing, is that you have to dig deep for a hymn like this. You have to go really deep. And when you go deep for a hymn like this, it's not just you, it's you and whoever else you need to have this in, to have this prayer, to have this faith. And tonight, when I go for this song, and when I dig deep, I am thinking of the Honorable Oldest Member of Parliament for East Rural St. Andrew, Speaker of the House, but most importantly, wife of the Prime Minister and mother to two lovely boys. And this song tonight is for her. Really, might not seem that way, and I want her to understand. If you share it with her, anyone who will share it with her, I want her to understand that when William Williams wrote the song, he was thinking of somebody far away. And sometimes you can't even follow the mind of a poet, because sometimes they say and do things and write in a particular way that makes you have to. That's why I like literature and poems, because you have to search for the meaning of the words and how they are put together. And I am thinking of Mrs. Wallace tonight. I'm thinking of her because I want her to understand that, believe you me, is a bike them that is portraying me off. I want her to understand that when I thought of this song, I thought about how much she needs God, how much she needs to call on Him more often, how much we need that light that comes from this song to shine on her each time she sits in that chair and lift up that gavel and start talking to the done spitting them at the class to the left. And so I want you to sing it with me. And when you sing it with me, I want you to dig deep inside of your heart, or wherever you want to dig deep. And I want you to sing it with her in mind, saying to her, okay, Mrs. Wallace, hold on to this, because this is going to defeat them. Them can't manage this. So this is the song that I want you to do. And you know it, so sing it, all right? Remember, it's a difficult song to sing, so I don't even know if I can. It's not a song that I hum very often, but I have been thinking about it since Sunday. Guide me, O thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through that barren land. Sing it with me, come on. I am weak, but Thou art mighty. Lord, hold me with your powerful hand. Lift your voices now. Go deep. Bread of heaven, bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Let's do it again. Guide me, O thou, yes, Lord, great Jehovah. I hear you, Jesus. Pilgrim through this barren land. Lord, I am weak, but Thou art mighty. Hold me with your powerful hand. Bread of heaven, oh, bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Bread of heaven, oh, bread of heaven, Feed me till I want no more. Well, listen to me, Miss Holness. Every Tuesday that you leave your house to go to the parliament, before you leave your house and you pray, and when you go into your car, you just sing, guide me, O thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. Though I am weak, but yes, thou art mighty. Amen. Hold me with your powerful hand. Let me hear you all now. Sing it. Send it up. Bread of heaven. Oh, bread of heaven. Lord, feed me till I want no more. Bread of heaven, sweet bread of heaven. Lord, feed me till I want no more. I want every one of you to send a prayer to Mrs. Holness through the live. Send her a prayer and tell her God got her, and she must always pilgrim through this barren land. Not necessarily because it's poetry, it's not necessarily land. Barren land could be anything. It could be spiritual, it could be psychological, it could be emotional. Bread of heaven is not manna or bread from heaven. Bread of heaven is calling on the only man that sits on that throne, the only man that feeds us with his goodness, with his love, with his grace, and asks us each day just to do one thing, to trust him, to have faith. And I want to send that out to Mrs. Holness. So give her a big up and send that out to her. Don't forget, people, that about 2.5 years ago, we commandeered Jesus. Yeah, man, we commandeered Jesus, and we have him over here, so, for the last 2 years. And when we commandeered Jesus, we asked the devil, we intend a deal with the devil and asked him to stay over there, sir. And he's still there, wreaking havoc in all of this, sir. But we want Mrs. Holness to understand, because we commandeered Jesus. And yes, him there. Him not leave. Him not gone nowhere. So don't be afraid to dig deep and reach for him, because that's all he's there for, waiting for you to reach for him. Don't forget, God knows our every desire. He knows our weaknesses. He knows everything. But he still wants us to acknowledge that we know them, and we must tell him, or we must ask him, or we must bring it to him. And what Mrs. Holness is undergoing in the House of Representatives could be likened unto spiritual wickedness in high places. It could. If you can see it, it could be likened to that. So I want you to pray for Mrs. Holness. Pray that bread of heaven will fall on her. Pray that she will seek the light of God each day. Pray and ask God to make her shine, to make her calm. Ask God to make her follow the rules, to make her be invisible to the attacks. Make her be invisible, make her be like a Teflon Don, that everything that them throw at her will just roll off. Let us pray that prayer for her. She can't pray for herself, but we can. So let us all get down on our knees or however we pray, you know? And she can whisper the word. That's right. She can whisper a word to God each day when she sits down in the chair. But I want to do that, you know? We want to help her now. We want to guide her. And we're not giving her any bad advice, because she might follow some and she might not follow others. But we want to, because we know Jesus, and we know she knows Jesus too, but we have a personal relationship with Jesus because we have been doing this for the last 2 years, and we have Jesus over here. So all of us on social media, let us introduce her to that relationship. Not the ordinary relationship everybody have with Jesus, because our relationship with Jesus is an extraordinary relationship. Extraordinary. It's a kind of relationship where we know that Jesus, though, not judge us. We know that he wants us to be humble and to be kind and to be good to each other. We know that he wants us to be patriotic. We want him to love our country and love our families and love our children and do good for our communities and our country. So we know those things. And that's the Jesus we want to introduce Mrs. Oldest to. And the moment she starts wrap herself around him, all those spiritual wickedness in that high place will start to crumble like stale bread. Well, crumble like soft bread, not stale bread. And so we want her to understand that. When all the kerfuffle about Angela Blomberg lifting up the mace, we all went out on social media, myself included, and we spoke about all the power that the speaker has and how the speaker can use that power or those powers that she. I want to share the live. I need this live to reach Southwest St. Andrew, and I need it to reach Central Westmoreland, and I need it to reach South St. Andrew. Everybody who know them places, send it to them. So go ahead and share it. And we wanted to put out to the nation, to make the country understand that she has this enormous amount of power granted to her by the Constitution. And we wanted to put out to make sure that everybody understands that these powers exist and they are hers to disperse as she sees fit, following the proper protocol. So we wanted people to know that. And we put it out. And we put out everything. And some of us, including myself, was hoping that she'd throw the book at them, because she could have suspended Angela Blomberg from Parliament for the rest of the parliamentary year. They knew it. I'm not going to talk about that too. She could have suspended Dayton Campbell, that pedophile. She could have suspended Julian Robinson. She could have suspended Peter Bunting, every single one of them. Mark Golding, who started it. She could have suspended all of them and would be in the right constitutionally, and it would have made an example of the rest of them. But sometimes you see it from a perspective and you want that to be it, but then God led it in a different direction. But while we were putting out all of that, I've no doubt in your mind, that the whole of them was calling everybody at the GLP with them know, all of them friend, and talk about how sorry them is. Because them know our power, because them never know until we start put it out. They never know, because them don't read these things, they don't know. They truly don't know. It's when we start put it out, the whole of them start fret. They been a fret like hell for the whole weekend. Believe me, they were. For the and they were fretting that she's going to come, she's going to reach for the rules committee, and she's going to discipline everything, and she's going to do what she do, and she's going to put out all of them for the rest of the political year, legislative year. And she could have. And they were expecting it. Because she could have done it. They were expecting it. How we know that they were expecting it? They came prepared for it. They are the first set of, well, they have done it all the time. Prepare like them going out to battle, but only have one battle plan. That's it. But all of them was calling around. Make sure them linking up them friend at the JLP to say that them sorry, Angela included. That she never mean it and she's sorry she did it, and you know she wish she hadn't. The one of them be the call on her. Do them look like apology thing and try to soften the blow, because they realized that the power and authority is in the speaker's hand, and they could have been thrown out for the rest of the legislative year, maybe more if she saw fit. So in retrospect, I'm glad she followed this line. I truly am, because I see it now. I saw it a couple of days after. I see it crystal clear that this is a big trap that them set, that the GLP set for them, all of them. All the clowns them with things that them ears when the speaker talk. All the clowns them with upon them phone when the speaker talk. So all of that happened the day when Angela took up the Mace. Then they came back the following Tuesday and Mrs. Holness did her statement and set them up. And in spite of the fact that they never got what they expected, you know what the buffoons them do? Them still play out that one game plan. That game plan. Them still play it out, including go do press conference. Because that was the game plan. She will suspend we. And if she suspend we, we're going to make noise and we're going to go to parliament and then we're going to do a press conference, and the whole thing will take up the whole legislative year, and the whole thing will take up the whole of the parliament's time. And I suspect that's why they decide not to go that route, but to give them a warning. But you know the good thing that come out of all of that? They now know. They now know. But can we say, in all honesty, that yeah, they now know and we can expect them to behave better? I don't have such faith. I'm going to tell you why I don't have such faith. This is the game plan. It's the only game them have is this. Disrespect people in the parliament like this damn idiot William Thompson in the Senate, will disrespect his fellow senator. This boy, we don't know where him come from. Nobody don't know him, nobody never hear about him. We never know when him reach the Senate or him get there. I am suspecting all of them get there through some favors and mostly through bunting. We don't know him asleep with him. Probably sleep him way there. You know. It's not women alone sleep them way to power, you know. And well, but dirty boy about to sleep them way to power, you know. Him could be one. I'm not calling him a dirty boy, but him could be one. And those were sleeping way into parliament. Because nobody don't know him from nowhere. Nobody know what he has done to deserve to sit in the parliament on the PNP side. But then again, it's Mark Ball in PNP. He can do anything he want. But we suspect that it's bunting people then. And we know how bunting operates. So him can't chat to nobody. Come here, dig up under him socks bottom. Every part of him, dig up in her and find out what go on with him. Or him reach Senate. We're going to find out everything about him. Him favorite pet. Him favorite color. Him dog name. We'll find out every damn thing about him. Everything. We'll find out if him sleep. And we're going to talk about him, because all of them, and we the social media people defending the government, we wanted to rest a little bit and make the government get to do what them do, but it don't appear that we can do that. Don't appear so. It appears that we have to be vigilant, we have to be persistent, and we have to be on top of things all the time. Yeah. So they came with the same game plan. Mrs. Holness do all of that. No, Angela Bromberg don't use the word. I truly apologize to the parliament, because those are the words. Get up in the parliament and say I apologize to the parliament, you know, for the disrespect, and I should have done that. No, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it, because them and the devil exist over there. That not going to happen. That not going to happen at all. So the speaker decided that that's what she's going to do. That's the route she's going to take. And them get up, and then she get the opportunity now, because it was her week to speak in the sectoral debate. And she got the opportunity, and I want the people of Southwest St. Andrew to understand what they have done, you know. She got the opportunity to speak to the parliament, making her presentation in the sectoral debate, to say the things that needed to be said. I took up the Mace. The Mace should not be messed with. Nobody should touch the Mace. You know, and we really as parliamentarians should act within the parameters of what we're allowed to do in terms of the standing order. She had the opportunity to say that, but no, she went on a tracing match, talking about I, and I am the blood and the flesh of Nanny. No, Angela. You are not near Nanny. Nothing near Nanny. Don't do that. Portia can say that. Portia can say that. You can't. And I am. And I will stand up for my rights. And I will do this. And I like a big dirty bully with an ill-fitted suit. Going on about I am this. I can't deal with all the things that you say now, seriously. And she went on in the parliament. I get you. In that opportunity that she had the opportunity, to fix things, to make it right and follow a different path. But no, that path not will lead to where the devil want them to lead. They have to stay within the lane that him carve out for them. Yes, Angela, get up. Go right ahead. Cuss off everybody. Good girl. Good girl. Cuss them. Yeah. You are the spirit of Nanny. Say that too. Yes. Good girl. That's the devil that our ears that tell her to say all of those things. There is no Jesus to touch her and say apologize to the parliament. There is no Jesus to touch her and say calm down. Come back to the center. There is no Jesus over there, so none. Not even a whiff of Jesus to say, let me center on herself right here, so no. And she went on with her dirty girl behavior like a hooligan, like a bully, beating down everybody and beat up her chest, and she getting knocked down from the rest of monkey them beside her and behind her. Everybody celebrating. They're celebrating because those were the things that they planned to do should the speaker had taken the route that she could have taken by suspending the whole of them. Those who were involved in the blocking of the thing. And then while she was doing that, just a week after the Mace, after the speaker's speech, I mean, they've not go pound with Paul, well, him and go up, okay? I have a special medicine line up for him and the Julian Robinson, see? Special, not ready for them yet. Don't ready for them yet, man, but there's a special medicine for the two of them. So in the middle of all of that, when the speaker came to hand down her thing and to give her speech, the pedophile him, move him chair and block the passage, the walkway to the seats in the same way he did the Tuesday before. Eastern Westmoreland, the pedophile that we elect. After him do it the week before and furore kick up to the country and them disrespect, him come back the next day, the next week, and him put him chair in the passageway. A twist and a turn like answer bite him. Or maybe I'm seeing them a bite him. For all the underage pitney them, we would have feel up and have sex with. Maybe them they bite him when India couldn't keep himself quiet. He just a twist and a turn in the chair. The week after he did that very same thing that Julian Robinson instructed him to, pull him chair so I could block the marshal from doing his work. The same thing. They had a grand opportunity to rise up for them were that, to stand tall. But they can't, because Jesus is over there. They will never be able to do it, because their instructions come from the devil. And that's where they stood. That's where they were, overright, so doing all of that. So she make nice, she behave like a hooligan, she rile up and go on with all kind of things, and him getting and cheer block the way. And then, whenever the speaker talking about the standing orders, everybody turn them back to her. Well, they must watch it, That's why I tell you, we need to bring down Jesus upon the speaker, Because the only way she's going to defeat them spiritual wickedness and them that. Does him with the thing in him ears, he must have watch porn on film phone, because I'm very focused. And him look like them sleazy, slimy man when we sit down in the parliament and watch pornography. So maybe it's pouring him washing and listen to all the morning and maybe that's what I listen to. Come deep in them phone and something in them ears. Nobody not listening to the speaker. If not listening to the speaker, are them over there. So I say to you, the people of Southeast St. Catherine, South West St. Andrew, Eastern Westmoreland, these are the people who elect. And I put it to you again. For everybody in those constituencies that knows somebody, will send this to them. So I'm going to put it to you again. And I want Uno to pick the sense out of the nonsense. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm just going to put something to you and you tell me. You like a member of parliament. You send your child to school. There are rules to the school. A particular level of the hair must cut. A particular shoes. Particular color of shoes. Particular clothes not accepted. Pants must be set the right way. You try your best as a parent to make the children fulfill that rule. And to the highest decision-making body in our politics, you elected a member of parliament and you sent her and him to the parliament. And there are rules to the parliament. I want to talk to. I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I put something to you and you pick sense out of nonsense. Because some of you call me. But pick the sense out of nonsense. You check up Dayton Campbell, who the people Northwest sent and rejected. You Eastern Westmoreland. I want to send him go back to parliament. And him decides that him not listen to the rules. Him not follow the rules. Him not listen to the rules. Him not nothing with the rules. You think about it, because it's you sent him there. You think about it, how that work out for you. You pleased with that? Is that what you want him to do? Speak. Eastern Westmoreland. You want him to sit down in the passageway people must walk and block the passageway and don't go to his rightful seat as a member of parliament that you elected? You don't want him to do it. You want him to sit on that passageway and behave like a dunce picnic, block the road and oh, she can't move me. You know, when them people go to school and she can't move me. Oh, teacher, wait. That's what you elected. Eastern Westmoreland, that's what you elected him for. To skirt the rules of the parliament while collecting your hard-earned money that he gets paid for. Huh? Him get paid for go to represent you, to speak on your behalf, to propose things that will benefit you and your families and your communities. That's what he was elected to do. To go represent you, to speak for you. Anything that is good for you, he might go back it up. Isn't that what the whole idea was? Tell me. Or to tell me because I love to talk. Tell me. Wasn't that the whole idea? We're going to elect him. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to talk for him. I'm going to make sure we get water. I'm going to make sure the road and things. I'm going to make sure say anything is going on where I get some. I'm going to make sure say $10 come where I get 50 cents. Isn't that the whole idea? Southwest St. Andrew. Wasn't that the whole idea of you electing Angela? For her to go in there and behave properly and make you proud and speak on your behalf? Wasn't that the whole idea? Or was it not? Did you elect them and say to themselves, go down and go mash it up, go down and go cuss, go down and go not follow the rules, go down and go put your chair in the passageway and don't make the body pass, go down and go turn your back on the speaker? You over Southeast St. Catherine, is that what you elected does to do? To sit down in parliament with sitting in ears all the time? Watching him phone? You know, me tell you when my watch. Was that what you were looking for in a member of parliament? Southeast St. Catherine, Southwest St. Andrew, Eastern Westmoreland. Is that was the whole idea for you? We want you to go down there, yo guys. Now vote for you. When you go in a parliament, don't listen to nothing the speaker said. Don't follow the rules. Put something in your ears. Put your what they call it or whatever they call it. Put in your ears. Turn your back on this. Stop calling, please. Is that what you want to do? Now elect your daughters. I'm going to go into the parliament. I'm going to keep the thing in your ears and don't listen to the speaker. I don't want you to follow the rules. You hear me? Follow the rules. I go vote for you. Don't follow the rules. Just put the thing in your ears and watch porn in the parliament. And that me I tell you for do. I'm going to sit down in front of my TV with my two teenage children and watch TV. I say, so the MP there? See him there? Yeah, the teacher, the speaker him to back would have something them ears, them phone. And that's what you elected. That is what you elected. Is that what you signed up for? All of you that drove, take out the people their money and go to polls and sort of vote who me a PNP. Me a PNP. And this is what you vote for. So even after that happened the Tuesday before, they came back the following Tuesday with a heightened version of what happened the Tuesday before. They come for war, expecting that the speaker is going to bring down the iron on them. And having not gotten that, them still proceed with whatever it is they come to do. They never change course. Having witnessed the speaker did a statement, and Paul and get up with him half idiot self and run interference and bunting with some crap. Nobody, the leaders never said to them, okay, we have changed course. We're not do that again. No, they proceed. They proceeded for the same thing because of the one act them have. But you, Southeast St. Catherine, Eastern Westmoreland, Southwest St. Andrew, you know them do have to go, right? You let them to go to represent you, to see what go on in there and make sure some reach you. So if dollar come in there, you don't know, so now get 50 cents or 10 cents. Do you know that, right? But if the rules of the parliament and the standing orders of the parliament so gall them, or is so choking for them don't like it. Mark, you know, most of them don't even know the rules, you know. They don't. But they don't want to learn it either. That's why you get the turning their back and the thing in them ears and them face and them phone. They don't want to learn it. They want to be able to get up and chat some crap like Nikisha Burchell from South St. James. That's what you elect. She don't want to learn. She don't want to know what the standing orders are and how she can operate within the standing orders. No. She's not interested in that. What she's interested in is to get up with her look back and the speaker and the Mace. And how you and so South St. James, that's what you elected? That is what you want? Because if it's what you want, then well, okay, no, shut up, you know. And just let them go on because you vote for them. But if they don't like the rules, and you may talk to again, you who voted for them, and I'm putting this to you again, don't you think, just like how all of us as parents have been to school at one point or the other, for some meeting to talk about the boy here too enough, and him shoes under the right shoes, and him pants too tight, and the uniform too short. We have been there, and we go to school, and we argue with teacher, we take the frock them too long, the men pick them look like old man. Yes, him pants too tight, teacher, I got so if me can help you with it. Lord, teacher, help me and me help you. But we argue about it, don't we? We go to school and we argue with principal about some of the rules that we believe are too harsh, or we think them should relax some things. It's not an argument, but it's a negotiation, so to speak, when we go to school, talking to teacher and principal about things affecting our children. So then, they are in parliament. There are the rules, the standing orders. Don't you think you, South St. James, that elected Nikisha Burchell, Southeast St. Catherine that elected Dawes, Southwest St. Andrew that elected Angela Brownberg, Eastern Westmoreland that elected Dayton Campbell, don't you think then that they have the opportunity as grown people to sit down in the parliament and say, let us have a meeting and see if we can fix up them rules because we don't like some of them. Don't you think? The same thing that me and you, we have done many times. Go to school, go argue about things and have meeting at church, a church committee, something, change some things. Don't you think? Tell me, who do I talk to? Don't you think that if them think the rules are right, or the speaker not exercising the rules as they see fit, don't you think there is room for them to say, Madam Speaker, I have read this passage that you just quote, and I don't understand it to be that. Don't you think that is the dialogue? Do you think that there's a rule committee that met today and watched the entire thing? The standing orders committee that met today and watched the entire thing? and they're making some changes, not fundamental, really not changes, but basically changing the architecture of how the rules are handled, or in which you use them, so to speak. But don't you think, as reasonable people, voters of this country, don't you believe that just like how me and you, we sit down at church and argue about some things, and go to school but argue with teacher and tell her we want to see her about some other things, don't you believe that we could, same way, demand that of our politicians? If the rules don't fit you, then by all means go and go down, sit down in the parliament. So it's striking, very, very striking, that today the Standing Orders Committee met, and in their opening, the speaker had to first give excuses for people who render excuses to her in their absence. And would you believe it if I tell you, and you don't have to believe it, just go watch it, that the first name on the list, apologies for not attending, is none other than Angela Brown Burke. She's on the Standing Orders Committee. And hers was the first name that the speaker mentioned. Member Angela Brown Burke sends an apology. Member Peter Bunting is off the island. But don't you think Southwest St. Andrew and South Manchester, that if they are unsatisfied with how the rules are made up? I remember parliamentarians are there make the rules, and the standing orders are there for everybody, and they want to change some things, they can. And then with the parliamentarians, I mean, some of it might require some constitution. I don't know if it does require constitutional changes, but I don't know. But I'm thinking that they are the parliamentarians, and they can meet and they can say, "Chuck, this department would have liked to change something." And the speaker reported today that they have help from a gentleman from the Commonwealth who have expertise in standing orders and rules and regulations that governs the parliament. And and that gentleman is going to come and speak with them. And Paul will him get up and ask if it's a overall thing for the rest of the world, or it's just Jamaica. Of course, the speaker informed him that one is just made for Jamaica. So they're making a big deal about the rules. The rules, the standing orders. And they decided to behave a particular way. And they are not interested in the standing orders and the rules, because that is not their problem. Their problem is them not have no power. Their problem is they lost the elections. Their problem is them suffering from mental breakdown because they have not sought any kind of therapy to help them understand the loss. And it's a serious matter. These are people sitting in parliament, and they needed to understand how they spent almost $1 billion and lost. And they have not gone through any kind of therapy, arranging a little thing for them to handle it, to cope with it. Because it's that lack of being able to cope with it that is driving them, and the devil is fueling it with them. So they came, they had a plan, and they executed the plan. Part of what Angela was saying is that the speaker treats them like children. And it is the most alarming thing coming from somebody with a fake doctorate, from a college that nobody ever heard about. But people call her Dr. Angela Brown Burke. For somebody with a doctorate is the most astounding thing I've ever heard in my life. You are treating us like we are children. We're not children. Now let me ask you again, the people, the voters, the PNP voters who vote for these people. Let me put it to you again. If you're an adult and somebody starts treating you like a child, would you concede Or would you be willing to at least acknowledge to some extent that the reason why they're treating you like you're a child is because you are acting like a child? Could it be that? Could it be that if you act like a picnic, people are going to treat you like a picnic? You still have big people who behave like picnic, you know? Yes. And people treat them like they're a picnic, which also comes with a little bit of disrespect. Because if you're an adult and some people start treating you like you're a child, you're going to get disrespect. And you're not going to be able to stand up and demand the respect that you need as an adult. Because you keep behaving like a child. In their case, them behaving not only like children, them behave like dunce children. The ones that was teachers put on part of class and say, I'm going to go and say this and disobey everything and make all the noise you don't want. Who's still for this? And that is them contention. She took up the mace, performed, went away, called everybody them knowing at the jail plea, apologized to every striking soul. I have absolutely no doubt they probably called the speaker too and talk to her and talk to people, and everybody decide that all right, we're not gonna go ahead, but we're not gonna lick them down totally. We're going to keep it at this level. So if you act like children, you're going to be treated like a child. Now, why did the speaker decide that this is the place, this is the way she's going to go? What that decision tells you, because I'm going to share with you what it tells me. Because that decision suggests to me that the government don't want this to be the parliament. The government don't have the appetite to be engaging with back and forth with the opposition about this and that and things that don't matter. The government don't have the appetite for the grandstanding and the excitement that they want to create and the clownship and the whole heap of drama. And the government is right. The government is right. So I agree. We would have loved to see them thrown out. But this is better. And here why this is better now. Here's a part one way to understand why this is better. They are under the impression that this is representation. They are under the impression that this is how the people who voted for them want them to act. And they are under that impression because they don't have a basic understanding of how voters rate you as a representative and how voters rate you in terms of somebody who they believe should set an example. They lack basic understanding of that. They truly don't know, which is why you have so much man will lose them seat in a one place and come get back seat in the other place, because them couldn't go back to the other place. Because voters already established a rating of how they behave, their behavior. So here it is. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything at all. We need to leave them. Let them act out. Let them go into parliament every day. Let the pedophile draw him chair in the passageway and spread out in it every day. Let Julian Robinson, Angela Brownbrook and Philip, let them do. Let all of them, let them perform. Because the thing that they do not understand is that the Jamaican people have very little tolerance for that kind of behavior. But them don't know. Them don't know them the better. Them performing for a minute group of people. Them are perform for 1%. The 1% who say, oh, we are PNP, and them are perform for. Them not perform for the rest of people. They're not. And the Jamaican people, I know because I've studied them and I've dealt with them and I understand them. They have very little tolerance for this kind of behavior. Where them watch them members of parliament who them go cast a vote for, get up and jump up and down and I take up mace and I bring them teeth and have things in them ears and dip on them phone and ray and way and cuss and cast. They are watching them. So we don't need to do anything. Just leave them. The Jamaican people will judge them. Because I know no Jamaican, not even their ardent supporter, who would have stood up in them yard and said, a good behavior that. Those who were cheering on Angela Brown Burke never understood it. They confessed to me. We never understand, you know. Couple things I just want something with them walking with. And somewhere there's something there, the thing they wait name, the thing there. Yeah. They never understood it. And now they're getting a basic understanding of it. Before she did that, nobody knew what the Mace is. Nobody. Since then, every high school picnic, everybody up at the University of West Indies, everybody at every college in Jamaica now know that there is a Mace, thanks to Angela Brown Burke. And they now know not only that there's a Mace, but why is it a Mace and why it was a big deal and why it should not be touched while Parliament and such. They now know. So one good thing come out of it. No, it's not one good thing. One good thing come out of it. That one good thing. Now everybody knows about the Mace. And the more they start looking into it and start talking about it and discuss it, while there are those who trying to twist it and talk about the monarchy, the British monarchy, that when really the majority of Jamaican people, what the majority of Jamaican people is going to talk about is the Mace. In the rum bar, she take up the Mace. She's not supposed to take it up. Now the rum bar man, they never knew that before. But they know that now. Shouldn't take it up. Credit. Like when father go up with him big cross. She shouldn't touch it. So now, everybody know the Mace. And everybody know its importance and its significance. They now know, thanks to that action. But is that good publicity for her? No, it's not. She will forever be known as a woman who took up the Mace, who should have known better to not take it up. And every pitney at the University of the West Indies now discussing it. In every one of the colleges now, the Mace is being discussed. A friend of mine who worked at UTech, it was a whole discussion in the office and the staff room and everywhere. People began to do research. People began to look into the Mace and say, oh, and everybody have one. So what it dawned on them that everybody have one. That me and Matley have one. That the people in Antigua have one. That the Miss what's your name over Trinidad have one. That them down Australia have one and New Zealand have one and African countries have one. Several. Every member of the Commonwealth has one. And now people know. And now they are discussing it. And in discussing it, they have now come to the conclusion that she did a terrible thing. So I don't know how that helped her. So the Speaker's statement and the route that the government took to deal with it is a masterclass. It's a masterclass in patience. I want to twin that happening and their behavior in the Parliament with the recent local government results in England. I know exactly how our next local government election is going to end up. I know exactly how it's going to play out. Just the Mace and the Mace in Jamaica and the local government elections in England, and suddenly it's clear, crystal. You have to be politically there like me. Crystal. We know where it's ending. And then this little piece of crap, when Liam Thompson said it, and nobody know where him come from. And once again I repeat, for all I know, him could have slept his way to that position. It's not only women do that. And we don't know with who. Could be him and Bunting. Could be with him and one of them. We don't know. But him thought that he would disrespect the woman. Because that is them thing. let's disrespect all the black women. All the black women, the Speaker of the House and the Senate people, them. Let's disrespect them. Them are those black people. Yeah. Kind of say anything we want and then send the next thing they're going to do the apology for him. Because he's too big for apologize. I want you to understand me when I tell you this, and I want you to take my word for it. And I say this with all sincerity to all of you PNP people, all of the PNP MP them. The Jamaican people are watching you. And they will not forget this particular thing. I mean, voters in effect have short memories, but this? No, man, the Mace. Now forget that. Now forget that. Because this is not what they want. They don't want them children to go into... Every parent is embarrassed when they pick the girls school to break the rules. Who are we? I can't even imagine how much time I've been to school. The amount of pit they are raised. 18, 19 of them. I've been to early childhood hundreds of times when Bridget down there the teacher them. And I tell the teacher them, say, that is not right because my auntie said, and that's me. My auntie said, so miss, that is not right. My auntie said, the amount of trip have to make to get her settled. For stop saying that. Trips to Calabar. Trips to St. Jude's. Trips to every damn where. Just to, because the rules. And we, us the Jamaican people, some of us more than others, know that there are particular ways and means to address each issue in the parliament. But not this group. Them that won't do it. We can't get them to do it. We should not ask them to do something that they cannot do. It's impossible for them to behave. Impossible for them to accept the standing orders and the rules and the rulings of the Speaker. Impossible. And don't contradict me. I don't want anyone to contradict me. It is impossible. It's impossible because them and the devil over there. Jesus not over there. There is no sign of Jesus over there to pull them back. It's just them and the devil. And if you want to prove me right, just watch them when they perform. I say if you don't see me pat them on them back, I'm there over them shoulder. I say, that's right, Lambert. Yes. Yes, good boy. Oh yes, Angela. Yes. Tell them say you're a nanny girl. Yeah, good girl. It's impossible for them to do otherwise. So they will continue to do that. Because them and the devil in bed. NaRRA, if we may, I could talk about them forever. I mean, I could just go on for the next 2 hours about them. But before I go to NaRRA, I want to say to you, the PNP people, vote for these people. Them not have to go to Parliament, you know. They don't must go. They don't like it, they don't like the Speaker, they don't like the body, they not follow the rules, they do have to go. Because the only time them would be in trouble is to miss 6 sittings. Them can go 1 time and nobody go 5 times straight. It won't cut them pay. Oh, they won't get their money, man. They won't get up them big money. So them must go. So you think with me. You and me make us work it out. Me and you go basic school together. So make us work it out. You get elected to Parliament. You don't like the rules of the Parliament. You don't like the standing orders. You don't like the Speaker. You don't like the JLP. You don't like the MPs. You don't like the ministers them because you are nothing. You don't have the power. But then you have the option of not going. Me and you know, being ordinary people, we wouldn't better go. We just collect the money. They better go. We can't go 5. We can go 1 time. And then don't go 3 times. Then go 1 time again and don't go 2 times. Or 3 times. We can do that. So why don't they? Since they hate it so much. Since it's aggravating for them. Since it's so, too much for them. Them headspace can't wrap around it. Why go? You hate the whole thing. So why? Why you go? You go, they go, because they want to disrupt the parliament. They do have to. But they go because the pedophile want to put him chair in the middle of the passage. That nobody can pass. And he can't sit down there and look in the way he always look. He always look. But they have to go. But they want to go. Because they want to show off. They want to grandstand. They want to go out with all kinds of things. They want to disrespect the women over the other side. They want to show them disdain for the Speaker of the House. But come next Tuesday, I want them to take my word for it. I'm telling you this. Come next Tuesday, when Juliet Owens take her seat in that chair next Tuesday, all you're going to see is Jesus Christ. Every time when you look up there, you're going to see God. I steer back pound. Come next Tuesday, and all the Tuesdays going forward. When Juliet Owens walk in that parliament again, all you're going to see is the light of God covering over her. And we can't do nothing about it, because Uno will be there with the devil, who will be vexed. Because being the devil, he never calculate that he will overdo it. But being the devil, he always overdo it. And all you're going to get is backlash. And the Jamaican people are taking in and I talk about you. I pay a war in the damn parliament. Every day the man them come, them a quarrel about something. And nobody understand what I quarrel about. Not a soul understand what I quarrel about. Nobody. Them the sooner as robber rousers. Them sooner as hate-filled, fueled by hate and resentment to no oneself. You resent to yourself, you hate to yourself. Angela hate herself, pedophile him hate himself. Nikisha Burchell, she have a overwhelming hatred for herself, so she's trying to compensate with big breasts and big lips and big cheeks and big bottom. All of that she's trying to compensate because they hate themselves. So they're trying to compensate with loud noise and excitement and sit on that chair and black passage and put things in them ears and put up on them phone and hey! And then the British tourists him who do a mean Jamaica no good. Just sit down there like the background master and just taking all of the monkeys and perform on his behalf. What can I say? That's you know. Keep it up. Do not stop. Continue on that path. And I lift my hands to God's Son, Jesus Christ. And I understand and I know for certain that it is impossible for Uno to stop. And I personally certainly look forward to Uno continuing on a charade, on a grandstanding, at the expense of the people who elected you all. And that is that. Uno continue. Don't stop. And the government is doing its thing. So yeah, pardon me. So that is that. With that. So, you know, there's a whole lot of things to discuss. I'm not going to discuss tonight because of this whole thing. Alright. So NaRRA. Now one thing I've decided in my mind is that I am not taking on the whole discussion about NaRRA and the conspiracy theories and the excitement. I am taking on the part of NaRRA that I need to take on. Because I only take on what I need to take on. I don't ever pretend that I have a full understanding of everything. But I take on the things that I have a full understanding of. And that's all I'm going to take on. So regarding NaRRA, the first of the people, we spoke about them already, is civil society. Civil society. Civil society started in this country when P.J. Patterson was Prime Minister. Fairly successful Prime Minister. Win one term, win second term, win third term, go on to fourth term. P.J. Patterson was riding high. And Trevor Monroe, who is the founder of civil society, thought that this is his opportunity to shine a little bit, to get back in the spotlight, to shine, to go. I'm start talk. Just start talk. Professor Trevor Monroe said, Professor Trevor Monroe has chided the government. Professor Trevor Monroe said the government is this. Professor Trevor Monroe said that the government need to do that. Professor Trevor Monroe has called on the government. I mean, it was just all over the place. And all of it was designed for one purpose, and one purpose only: to get him inside of the power of government. And he was successful at it. He did it. Talk him way into the power structure of government. Got himself involved in pretty much everything. A man who needed a visa to go to America, every time I travel to America, he have to go apply for a visa. And yet, he was in every part of the power structure of government. I'm a senator, I'm in charge of that, they invite him to this, everybody talk to him about that, people afraid to talk, people afraid to do things. But PJ still trick him. Because all him did want to make sure say him involved in that thing for him gets my thief some of the money too. I'm sure he was successful. Since PJ Patterson left, civil society have not had much luck in the internal power structure of government, because Portia wasn't big on all that. I mean, some of them got in a Portia, but she wasn't big on all of that. But their biggest problem is with Andrew Oldys. I'm not a large man. Not a, you know, so I'm trying to see what you're saying, but all right, cool. Andrew is not a large man. Not joining a large. Nobody can drive up and ask, remember that this is your brother. And this is your deacon or whatever it is, the kind of whatever the power structure is in the lodge. Nobody can do that to him. And I remember the lodge. People like Jeanette Calder, who have an organization that she called, let me go and let me see if I have it here somewhere. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Some organization that you have, something with a portal. Me that one if it's a time travel organization because it named portal something. So, something about a portal. A portal. Leading accountability campaigner is pushing for Jamaicans to stand up and to learn, stand up and be heard while cautioning against the powers that the government has arrogated to itself in the National Reconstruction Resilience Authority, NaRRA. A leading accountability campaigner. So she is an accountability campaigner. We don't know. We never start hearing about those people until the campaign. So yeah. She's pushing for Jamaicans to stand up and be heard while cautioning against the powers that the government has given itself in NaRRA. And she has an organization called the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal. That sounds like time travel to me. No, I love it. That sounds like she find a crack in time somewhere. Maybe we need to go downtown and jump off into the water, in the sea, or we don't know, or find an eye bridge where we can jump off and find ourselves back in the 18th century. That sounds like that damn time traveling. That sounds like she build a machine to me. But Miss Calder and her other civil society people, environmental trust, and the rest of them, have one problem and one problem only. They are not involved in the structure of NaRRA. They are not involved in the policy, in the money. The problem that's, the money and the power. That bother them, and that beat them. And I have no doubt in my mind, none whatsoever, that Trevor Monroe was somewhere, pushing them, all of them, bringing them in, Imam Matalan and Massa, the British tourist man, him. All of them are work together to get this 28 group of God knows who they are, to pressure government, to include them in the power structure and the money structure of NaRRA. That's all it is, you know. It is nothing to look about me or your interest. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. They're not concerned that Jerusalem might not get nothing. They're not concerned that Samarkand might not get nothing. They're not concerned that Donga Moko not get nothing. No! It's about the power and the money and the structure that they want to be a part of. That them can't seem to make an inroad into Andrew Holness' armor of keeping them out of the country's business because they're a civil society. Go civil some things, go civilized some things, but teach Angela Bromberg how to behave. So Miss Calder is calling. Now this is the part that's so funny, it's not, I mean, it is so damn funny, it's not even funny. Pushing for Jamaicans to stand up. Pushing for Jamaicans to stand up. Them and Matalan worry about the power that the Prime Minister and the Minister who is the Prime Minister is going to have. So I'm going to remind them of a few things tonight. First of all, Miss Calder's portal meter time traveling thing. And the rest of them, if you're going to push for Jamaica to stand up, you have to have people. In Miss Carla, how many people do you have? Do you have any people? 5, 10, 15 people to carry them go to Jamaica House. 15. I will not talk about, we're not talking about Tapanari. We're talking about ordinary people. Some people from Jerusalem, some people from Samarkand, some people from Waterhouse, some people from Dongsa, some people from Upsa, some people from Southwest St. Andrew, some people from South St. Andrew, some people from Eastern Westmoreland. How about half a dozen people? Any half a dozen people that you can get Miss Calder and carry them go to Jamaica House. God said, we are pushing for this. Miss Carla, we don't have no people. We don't have no constituency. And I don't mean that we don't have a constituency because we're not members of parliament. I mean we don't have a constituency of people. No. Not you, not JFJ, not one single one of you have any constituency of people. We don't have a body of people who can call upon for nothing because we don't do nothing. We is an empty organization with 5 or in there that get over airtime that the news media sound to say something. And the news media is a very slim landscape in this country. So as soon as one know what they want to hear. But then no sound another body neither. We don't have the body. The minister of 30,000 people on him voters list, him can muster up at least 10 of them ready. How many people can you organize? Miss Carla, you don't have nobody. You don't have no people. You ask Jamaicans to push. Which Jamaicans? Which Jamaican are you going to get? Unless you have someone to pay some people to come out with some placard. But could you even organize that? You can't want to bully government with the people elect. The ministers of government, the members of parliament who people elect, and you want to bully them into submission, into them surrendering them power and them authority to you because you have a time traveling machine. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because it must be because you found a cracking time where we can travel back to some years. It must be because of that. You can't use them argument to bully government because you fear, Matalan fear, Mark Golden is shitting up his pants. All of you. because we can't get into the power that government has. But government power was given to them by the people. And we let them. I'm sure 1 and 2 will vote. I'm sure they vote for most of the risers. 1 and 2 might vote for the uptown one. They might have voted for, Mr. Chuck or one of the people there. Young fellow of the Northwest. Them people there. We don't have people. We don't have nobody. All you have is Matalan and Mark Golding and Trevor Monroe, who gathering all of you and telling you to come bombard the government. Don't stop. Bombard them. Let them give you a seat for whatever it is they're doing. So you can go in there and know the money you spend and see how much you get. And then you can carry news to Mark Golding. Put it on the people. No. Environmental Trust. Miss Calder and her time portal machine. And all the rest of them. JFJ. Where is your constituency? Because JFJ should be an organization that should be mustering up a man who should want to help get lawyer. Want a woman who want to help, want to go to court and want to do this and help them women to get something. Who don't care most of them people. They can't do nothing for nobody. Who don't have nobody. Who don't have no people. No people don't have. So who is about who for people? One of my cousin friend told me the other day that when she used to send all of our videos, all the things that we were talking about, me, Vegas and me and Natalie and Michelle and Steady, them used to just send them videos to people. And she tell me that them send the videos to Oliver at large. And she said, Oliver's bust out a laugh and said, where do all this get them people here from? So all is have people. But nobody. Who are you going to call, Miss Calder? Which Jamaican you're going to call? Huh? Which Jamaican are you called upon to come out and stand up? Which? You can't call nobody. Can you nobody, Miss Calder? All you have, you can get a bill of time machine or something. I don't know, that's all you have. And you want to be involved in NaRRA because you know it's big. You know it's going to do great things. You want to be a part of it. You know I'm going to be a part of it. I will figure the only way to be part of it is to beat the government into submission. We want to be a part of it. We should. Because we are civil society. And and me asking who is we? Yeah? That's all it is. Nothing else. It's about the money. It's about the power. It's about position. That's all. So you can have a bigger microphone. And so Matalan can know what go on because Matalan know what go on. And he can't know what go on unless he get in there. You know, check say I to not deal with. You know, think God's world is some kind of fool. I'm doing thing. But you have people. You have mad people out here. Whole heap of mad people out here who not take prisoners. When we are open mouth and talk, we now hold we head ground. We now miss. We now take no prisoners because we now no POW camp. When we come out with war and vengeance to push on the back and make you understand that this country, hold on, something else is mine. This country who just got recognition from the UNDP that Jamaica is amongst, I'm going to open the whole thing. I'm going to open the whole thing and read it to you. Don't worry. I'll open the whole damn thing and I'm going to read it to you. Miss Calder, so that you can understand that when I say to you, It's a simple matter. And you need to understand me, I said to you. You're not going to get no power in this. No power is coming to you. At all. Two things happen over the last couple of days that I want to share with you, Miss Calder. So you can understand, and the whole of Jamaica can understand why all out in a heat about NaRRA, and why the whole of are losing their mind about the power that is associated with the minister in charge of NaRRA. Now, we don't afraid to talk about it, you know. Because listen to me, Miss Calder, when I tell you this. And I want you to understand, because I know you're listening. Somebody tell me. Hear me out, Miss Calder. I don't beat you up, you know. I don't know you. I want you to listen to it carefully. In this country, people go out and vote. And people elect those who they want to lead them. And those who they elect to lead them are the people in charge of the money and the projects and the program and the policy. And those people decide who the other people are that they're going to bring on board to be in charge of that. Because guess what, Miss Calder? We put them in charge of that because we want something too. So something you want, you don't want it for we. But we trust them to give we some, but we not trust you. Because you know the people, you're going to keep it for yourself. We don't know nobody where you know. You don't know nobody where we know. Me I put it out plain and simple to all out in the civil society. We know there's some out in the want. We know there's some of the power we want. But we don't trust you now. We don't help nobody. Nobody in any community, anywhere in any parish of Jamaica, know anyhow, no. There's nothing that we can pinpoint that says your portal meter, whatever thing that you do has done this amount of work in that community. There's nothing we can point to for JFG. There's nothing we can point to for nobody. As to the environmental trust, when that was Miss McCauley, that used to function good and them used to have project, we don't know what to do now. We can't point to a place, just one place that's not doing something. Just a little bit of something. We can point to a place in Jamaica where King Charles III, through the King's Trust, is helping. And we can't point to nothing where they are do. Nothing. And yesterday the King celebrating the 50th year of the King's Trust, which used to be the Prince's Trust when he was Prince Charles. Down in my constituency, the King's Trust is part of something down there where them give money to and projects. But we can't find nothing what we do that we is a part of. But every damn day we get up, want more money, we want to be involved in our government, we want to have power in our government. We're not going to tolerate that. We're not going to tolerate that. We don't think we're going to tolerate that. But here's the thing now, Miss Calder. Here's the other thing I want you to understand from me. While we're making all of that, and Mark Golding and Mattel and trying to rustle up the whole owner and rounding up like cattle and setting up our Andrew oldness. We're not going to buck up on we. What about we? We're not going to buck up on for pass through yourself and other places. We're not going to pass through a whole of people on social media to get this up. And while we're doing that, hear this. The European Union is seeking to rebrand its relationship with Jamaica. Miss Calder. The European Union is seeking to rebrand its relationship with Jamaica, signaling a shift away from traditional donor-recipient dynamics. So they want to move away from them just give you something and we just go on there, they beg them something, to now develop with us a partnership of potential troubling global order. Miss Calder. Meanwhile, you are making all that noise. The European Union want to partner with Jamaica for the things. You think the European Union will just stick up themselves and say, why Jamaica, we want to move away from just applying for some money and we go, or we see something and we want to do that money. Now we want to have partnership with you. We want you and we to work on things, which means that we have power and you have power. It's no power sharing. It's still not balanced, but it is more than what it was before. So me and Luna make up all of them noise. We are being recognized by the international community, by the global community, about how good things are going for us and what a great place we are in now as a nation. We're getting it left, right, and center from everybody. And then something else happened again. If I can find it. I can't find it. But in any case, also Jamaica is being recognized. I can't find it. If I can just find it, I'll share it with you. I don't see it yet. When I find it, I'll let you know. So here you are, Miss Carla, talking about what we should do. And Jamaicans must get up and get together and push for. That sounds like you call us out for come a road, come make noise. But you're not people, because if you're not people, you would need us to come make all that noise too. I saw a report, and Michelle, if you are on, I don't know if you're on, I don't see you. But if you could, there is a report that I saw today that says Jamaica is recognized as one of the top the top countries in the Western Hemisphere that has basically very good. I need to find it. Michelle, help me now, please, if you can. Need to find that in terms of elections. So what they were basically saying is that in terms of elections, in terms of our democracy, we are at the very top of our game in the Western Hemisphere. And when I saw it, I said, hold on, I can read this. I can read, but I can't find it. I don't know where I'm doing it. I'm sure I have it. Maybe it's on the phone that I'm on right now, but I can't seem to locate it. And in the Western Hemisphere, and I said to myself, I wonder if them people that know how big the Western Hemisphere is. The Western Hemisphere is a very big place. There are 3 countries in North America that makes up the Western Hemisphere. That's the United States, that's Canada, and that's Mexico. Then there is America, which have about 7. Then there is Latin America, which have a pispa load. And then there is the Caribbean, which have 13 or so nations. And I'm looking at the Western Hemisphere, and I want you to look with me. If we are doing so great among the top, let me give a number. I'm going to break it down to you and tell you how significant this is. Among the top of our game in terms of our democracy. Democracy is a wonderful thing. In the Western Hemisphere, America has the entire Western Hemisphere of about a little over 1 billion people, or a little under 1 billion people. You found it for me, Michelle? Let me see. Looks like you found it for me. Thank you, my darling. As of late 2025 and early 2026, Jamaica is widely recognized for its high level of political and electoral stability. Take that, Miss Calder. Take that, put down the pipe and smoke it. As of late 2025 and early 2026, Jamaica is widely recognized for its high level of political and electoral stability, often called as a model for governance. God have mercy. Miss Carla, you don't call up Matalan for me, you don't send Mr. Matalan for me, no? Matalan, listen up, you are Miss Carla, and Marky G, the British tourists, and all 28 of you, how many of you there might be existing in that civil society group. As of late 2025, early 2026, Jamaica is widely recognized for its high level of political and electoral stability, often cited as a model for governance in the region. Following the September 2025 general election, observers noted the nation's democratic resilience and capacity for peaceful, organized transfer of power. Yeah, Jamaica. We don't come listen. When we go to the live, go on the and big up Jamaica. Live it up and share it. Yeah, Jamaica. And then I go back. Michelle said more. Michelle, that's the thing with you. We ask you for one thing, you send all five. No, I'm not going into that. But that's why I lick them down with this. When I go to the chat now, big up Jamaica. Jamaica, big up Jamaica in the chat. Jamaica doing good. The European Union want to partner with us now. Them don't want to just lend us some money or give us some money if we do nothing. They want us to have partnership. Progress. And now, people are talking about how Jamaica, or the resilience of our democracy, and free and fair elections, and peaceful transfer of power. Do they know how much it took to actually push back on Mark Golding and his crew to have that peaceful, fair elections and peaceful transfer of power? The world look at us and they saw it. They heard Dayton Campbell out there talking about him win 7 councils when he only won 5. They heard him. They heard them out there talking about Paul Buchanan beat Mr. Holness. They heard them. The world heard them. And the world said, nah, Jamaica's electoral system is amongst the best in the Western Hemisphere, which includes America, Canada, Mexico, Latin America, South America, and the rest of the Caribbean. 1 billion people, or a little under 1 billion people. America have a little over 350 million people. Brazil, oh yes, and Brazil. It's not at Brazil. Brazil, well, Brazil is in South America. Brazil have about a little over 210, maybe 211 million people. Mexico, about 130, 131, 132. I think the last census was 131 or 130 something. Between those 3 nations, that's almost half of the 1 billion people. Almost half. And Jamaica, we don't want to commit to people, and the rest of the Caribbean, and me and Matt, she are working and go on like she in charge of things. That kind of foolishness. While our steady government, whose mantra of creating stability, Miss Carla, poor uno. Jamaica, amongst the best in the Western Hemisphere, among the best. Let me find something, because this needs, I really need to do this. Among the best in the Western Hemisphere, among the best, and that includes Canada. Among the best, that includes Mexico. Among the best, that includes Brazil. Among the best, include every country in the Caribbean. Among the best. Among the best. Look at we. Look at we. I want to come talk about, we're worried about power being concentrated in the hands of the minister in charge of NaRRA. I want to worried about accountability. Look what the world's saying. Because Uno don't know more than them. Them know more than Uno. And them see Uno as obstructionists. Them see Uno as people who want to bring down the country because they can't get what they want. Them see Uno as people who trying to sabotage the Prime Minister because finally, Jamaica is actually moving and people's lives are getting better and there's growth and there's happiness. And we can't stand that because we're not a part of it. So yes, Miss Carla, not done with you yet. The Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting is going to take place sometime in November, I think. And there's a reason why I bring this up. It's not something that, you know, but I see there's a whole of posturing about reparations and all that foolishness and, you know, all of that. So everybody getting themselves ready to go wherever that meeting is going to be, and I'm going to go talk about all kinds of things and reparations. I know Jamaica and the minister responsible for that have them thing going on. But once again, I want to say to the country, this is a bandwagon thing. This is just a bandwagon thing in your demands for England to pay away for whatever I don't know. It's a group of people that run the slave trade. But somehow, for some reason, everybody decided they're going to pinpoint England and they're going to ask the payment. It's not going to happen. It's a wild goose chase. It's a waste of resources. It's a waste of space and time. We could have more meaningful discussions with England about more meaningful things that could give us something instead of going down this rat hole that's not going to lead us anywhere except the end of a rat hole. Because at some point, the rat hole is going to buck up on some concrete, something and thing. Alright, now, today, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie and found himself in a little bit of pickle, licking heads with a sexual predator, Dwayne Vaz, the Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland. Part of the act of these 28 clowns in the Parliament, part of the act is that they go out and they go into them constituencies and they tell the people in the constituencies that this is what them should get and the government now give them to give it to them. That's part of them act. Nikisha Burchell come out and the roads have not been fixed and that road is in bad condition and that road and we are calling on the government to fix the road and yeah. And Ian hails him come out and they part. Who give some of the money no man? Just give look at that money we can fix the pothole. Just look at that money to fix the pothole. It's a scam. It's a scam. Central Manchester, Central Westmoreland, Western Westmoreland, Central Manchester, Western Westmoreland, Central Westmoreland. It's a scam. These are the two people that you elected to represent you. These are the people who told you that the people that were there before never do nothing. They never build a road, they never fix a road, they never fix a pothole, they never start nothing. And they went and they came to you and they said, elect us, we're going to get this done for you. But as soon as you elect them, suddenly it's not their problem anymore. It's government problem. But if you get it, on the tag anybody who know in Western Westmoreland and Central Westmoreland, tag them please. As soon as you elect them, suddenly they're not going to do it anymore. They will come back to you, come tell you that is government supposed to do it. And then you might just find out, like you did the other day, when the pedophile even talked about say him submit road, which he never submitted, and there was nobody demonstrating down in Cave. There was no protest down in Cave about the road. But him get caught in a lie. But he will always get caught in a lie. Because fear lie him tell. They told you that the people before them couldn't do it. They told you that people before them was there for a while. And them never get it done. Elect we're going to get it done for you. And we are talking about, man, we're going to get it fixed, man. As you elect me, so, we're going to Get that road fixed. And you see that road that don't fix from 1962, from getting independence, me I go fix it. And as soon as you elect them, it suddenly becomes somebody else's problem. It's somebody else's problem, not theirs. It's government not giving them money to fix it. That is how it is. So I'm saying to you, once again, not telling you anything, just reason with you. Please, reason with me a bit. My friends in Central Westmoreland and Western Westmoreland. Do you believe that? Do you believe Ian Hills when him come and tell you that him not get the money for fix the road? After him promise you that if you elect him, he will fix the roads. But it's not even if you believe it. But it's also irrational. Are you thinking to yourself that it is his responsibility by whichever way, whichever mean to go get your road fixed and stop doing videos? Instead of getting your road fixed, he might do video for keep you occupied, to focus you on government not fixing the road instead of him for going to do his job as member of parliament. Has that occurred to you? Has it occurred to you that when you see Nikisha Burchell with the little mic thing, and the government will call the government? Has it occurred to you, South St. James, that her job is not to be on video every minute, telling you about what government not doing, while she's supposed to be working for you? Does that make any sense to you? I'm just asking, I'm putting it to you. Because you see, I have a different view of these things, and I know you do as well. Because government is a body of people. Government is the government of the country who have the money and have the resources. Representation is your member of parliament. Government in itself can't know how much road you have to fix. Government in itself can't know if the road where you live on haven't been fixed since 1962. It is based on representation from your member of parliament. So like how the pedophile him gonna say him submit road which he did not submit, you in South St. James and Western Westmoreland must ask them two clown here, did you submit the road? Instead of him the social media talk about the road of potholes and wanted to fix, ask him the next time you see him, did you submit these roads to be fixed? Who you submit them to? Ask him, ask Ian Hills, him of all person, because him is a professional liar. He has perfected the art of lying and misleading. Him is a dangerous hombre. Believe me, I tell you that. So I'm asking you, you the people, who must come down here, come see a road to fix it? Mr. Holness? Who's in charge of the road? Mr. Morgan or somebody? You don't know. Who's in charge of the road? You don't know. Mr. Vaz? Who is supposed to come down there, come look down the road and fix the road? It's not ministers. And the man them want to elect. The man them want to walk up and down with those very roads. Them and knock up people and call up people to vote for them. And you carry them, go give them people to vote for them. Go introduce them to people. Go walk with them. And them man there, Dwayne Vaz, who's a sexual predator, and you elect him. You throw him out once, and then come back and tell us, he might get the road and fix. He did. Say, he might get the road and fix, and now he might tell you, say, government should fix it. Ian Hills have to run from one constituency because they put him out, because him lie and misleading and full of crap. And he might come tell you, say, a government must fix your road. Him tell you, say, if you elect him, he might go get it fixed for you. Him can't fix it, he must get it fixed. So you must know, ask him. Every time you see them, ask them, all of them, did you submit my road? And if them tell you, say them submit your road, tell them you want them going to parliament, behave like you don't know, say, I only let them know. Tell Ian Hills you want him to go into parliament. And you want him to stop in the parliament when he has the opportunity. And he should say to the minister, Minister, send you 7 road. John Road, Peter Road, Mary Road, Lara Road, Down Road, Up Road. When never get any action from them, sir. Make him do that for you. Just perform for you if you're actually sending those roads. Since I'm performance and drama. It's up to uno. Tiny bunny, Vasiani, the whole of uno. Where eat from his trough. If you don't care about the people them, want to convince to vote for him. What are you going to do? Still not going to listen to him and talk about government need to fix the road. Has he made representation? Has he submitted the road? He not submitted the road. Them never submit every road. Them never do that. Them have other plans for no money. Because them behave like a government alone have money. But them have other plans for money that is not allocated to your constituency. And you must ask them about it. And stop making them mislead you about what government not doing and what government should be doing. You elect them to represent you. And all of the political people them down in this constituency, you never elect them to represent you. Because we know how it goes. Some people elect them to represent them. Other people elect them just because they're a PMP. And other people elect them to get something. To grow. To have something, to build a house. To get a farm going, to raise 2 goats, to send my family, look after my family, send my kids to school. Other people elect them for those reasons. And the Prime Minister put forward a bill to Parliament. And it's a Reconstruction and Resilient Bill called NaRRA. And it is designed primarily to help areas. The bill is a constituency. Areas, that's the thing I like about the bill. Areas. Area up a cave, the area up the saw, the area down the saw, one area across the river, one area up the hill. I don't know how it works. I don't know how projects will be accepted or applied, or I don't know how all of that works. But here's what I know for certain. I know that it is designed to help you. I know it is designed to make something happen in your area. I know that. I know it is a huge, big deal. Which is why so much people have their mouth on it. Because it's something for you to get. And many people don't want you to get nothing, like Miss Calden, our friend them. Because they want a talking point all the while to say government don't do nothing for you. But I don't want something. I only elect some people to help get to do some things. So, I don't want that if $50 in the kitty and your member of parliament get 10, you want to see them get 10. And I come back down and you go see the 10. And everybody will eat something out of the 10. And at least we get 10. But how are you going to be able to have an understanding of what this NaRRA thing is? How are you going to be able to have an understanding of it if the people that you elected refuse a number of things they have refused to do? Refuse primarily, firstly, to explain to you what it is. They have become professional victims. They are wearing victimhood like it is a style. Where them come out and say, boy, they do that and then they include we. And because them they include we, we not support it. Because them they include we. They are victims of government not including them. But they have not taken the opportunity to come explain it to you. Ask them. Ask your MP to explain to you what is NaRRA, what it is about, what it is going to do, what's in it for UNO. Make him explain to you. Now, if he explain it to you, it could only mean that him read it and him understand it. But I guarantee you, he probably won't be able to explain it to you. Can they read it? And him choose not to understand it, instead him choose to make noise and embarrass himself in Parliament. And embarrass himself in front of the Jamaican people and embarrass the constituency. But put him on the spot. Or put Angela Brownberg on the spot down at Southwest St. Andrew and ask her what exactly is NaRRA. What it is it's supposed to be doing. And it's not just the places that Melissa mash up. It's everywhere that needs something. Somewhere that needs a park. It's somewhere that needs a clinic. It's somewhere that needs a refurbishing of a clinic. It's somewhere where the one of the man them took up the park and bad down there cook and sell things in there. We need to commandeer the park and fix it because the space it's a park space. Yeah, it could be that. It could be adding a lunchroom to a school. It could be fixing up the tuck shop. It could be anything. So ask them, South St. James, ask Nikisha Burchell, what is NaRRA? The Eastern West Plan, ask no pedophile MP, what is it about? Tell him you don't want to know, you don't want film view, because him vexed that he don't must spend the money. Because them vexed that they must spend the money, he don't want to tell you no. But you let them, you must ask them what it is. Don't throw the blame on government. Them in the parliament. Them in there talk about all the things against it. So let them explain to you what it is. Tell them you want them to explain it to you. What it is. Before them brainwash you into telling you that NaRRA now gonna win. Or NaRRA now do this. And Andrew is in charge of NaRRA. And this. But you now ask them to explain it to you either. Because them take you for idiots. And then this requires a little bit of water. After you ask them that, if they are able to give you straight answers as to what exactly NaRRA is and what it entails, then you must ask them a next question. Why did you vote against it? What conceivable reason can you give me, a citizen, a voter in Western Westmoreland, Central Westmoreland, Eastern Westmoreland, South St. James, Southwest Andrew? What conceivable reason can you give me why you voted against my interest? Because you're going to go vote like you think is your interest. And me electing you wasn't about your interest. Me electing you is about my interest. On the think on bad? On the think on have power to elect and not elect? On the think on have this all kind of things going on for in these constituencies because when we elect Dawes, ask him down at Southeast and Catherine. Ask Dawes what is NaRRA. Ask him to explain it to you. And then ask him why he voted against it. Why he never support the bill? When Mr. Biden put together this hell of an infrastructure bill, when he first became president, early in him president, in putting this hell of an infrastructure bill, because for about 3 decades now, every person running for president talking about the infrastructure of America is failing. Bridges are falling apart. Water reservoirs are all kind of things. So Mr. Biden and Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats them get together and put together this massive bill. Hundreds of millions and nearly trillions of dollars. A massive bill. Which includes fixing a bridge in Mitch McConnell district in Kentucky. A bridge that was built from 1934 and them have to close it off and people have to take the long way around because it needed fixing. So the infrastructure bill include fixing that. The infrastructure bill also included fixing some bridges in there and highways in a town in Texas that the mayor is a Republican. Will you hear me out? Every one of them Republicans. I think a couple of them voted for it. I don't have the information in my head. I never thought about that today. If I thought about it, I don't know. I have to think about things when are coming on so I can have the information in my head. But a number of them voted against it. A whole crop of them voted against it. Probably about 190 of them voted against it. Maybe more. Voted against the infrastructure bill. And after they voted against it, they went home this summer and was hosting town hall meetings. You hear me? A lady, a Kentucky white, lily white, 86-year-old woman get up and said to Mitch McConnell, I have voted for you in every election. Never ever think twice about it. And him smile and say, yeah, thank you for that. I've always believed that you have the best interest of Kentucky in your heart. Yeah. And then she said to him, but I never knew you were so cruel. How could you vote against the bill that is going to rebuild my bridge and save me money from the long way around? That was just to him. Him vote against a bill that him couldn't stop the money coming to Kentucky. Couldn't. Them can delay the bridge building, but them couldn't stop the money. The Congress appropriate the money for that already. The one in Texas, he make one scene. Oh, we don't want that. We're going to send back that money. Because he play politics. He might play team little base. He might play politics. We don't want buying money. We're going to send it back. We're not fixing that. The highways are fine. And then one day, after him said that, it's a little town. It's a big town, but everybody know everybody what him town. I'm taking himself on walk, going to one barber shop one day. And the barber tells him not from here. I'm telling you, God, shoot you know. The barber tells him, come out of him shop. So look at the damn way. You know that Tommy hasn't been able to come down to the barber shop for weeks because the road is so bad. Him can't come out. You know that Jimmy over there so can't come because the waterway over there says to be fixed too. And you got to vote against the bill. Everybody get this. No, you vote against the bill. And you are talking about you don't want money. We don't want you in a barber shop. You want so fast. Him accept up the money them. And the bridges start get fixed. And the water thing them start get fixed. And the pipes them in the sewage system them start get replaced. How fast? Because the people who voted for them asked them about it. So they are very skittish now about stuff. All of them voted against Obamacare in the beginning. And then when they're renewing, whenever the Congress, every 2 years after the Congress, look back at the bill, add some things to it, take out some things for it, about 19 of them voted for it the second time around because the people in them district was beating down on them that this thing is good for me. My insulin price went down. So how can you vote against it? So you have to ask them, when you vote against this bill that is supposed to probably, maybe fix back that bridge, get that road fixed, the community center open, when you vote against it and then come tell me, say, you don't get the money from government to fix the community center, to open the community center. I don't know how Michael Phillips is going to explain this to Northwest Manchester because I'm going to make sure that them get it to him, that I'm going to make sure them ask him about it. Because it's a big thing in the election. Him and the whole heap of community centers, them when him have lock up, not functioning, and him vote against a bill who that could help now, reopen some of those places. I'm damn sure that people are asking about it. I am going to make sure they're asking about it. If it means me going down there, sit down and hang out and talk loud, and walk go down to the community center them, and talk loud again, and make him explain to people why you vote against something that is with my best interest. Because what they did was not vote for you. They voted against you. They're basically saying to you, Sure, you don't deserve no community center for fix. We're not busy with doing on the road. We're not fixing, we're vote against a million. We're not busy with your road. We're not busy if you want to get to work. We're not busy if the park they want to fix. We're not busy if the school they need something. We now vote for it because of politics we are playing. I will not like it, and we not spend the money, I will never win the election. Yeah. I was suffering from mental issues because we don't get no therapy. So we have vote against it. I will not care what I say. And then them go out and do video and tell us the government now do nothing. Wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, man. And understand that when you elect people, when you elect them to go into the parliament to represent your interests, not theirs. Because they seem to believe that is their power. And they are there to represent themselves. And them want this and them want that, and they don't get it and that, they're going to mash up that, and they're going to sit down in the passageway, and they're going to block the way, and they're going to take up the mace, and they're going to do things that you didn't vote for. All you wanted when you voted for them is something to reach you. That's all you have ever wanted. Something to reach you. That you have a member of parliament who will make something reach you. And they vote for 28 clowns who will perform. Everybody in there try to figure out, I try to say them can outperform each other. Who can be the best clown? In the last 2 weeks, it has been Angela. We don't know who will spring up again in the next 2 weeks. And while they are doing that, your best interest is being suffocated. And they're lying to you. They are lying to you. Just like how they lied to you consistently and tell you that them winning elections. Just like how they lied to you and told you that them win 7 council seats in local government elections, which you didn't. Just like how they lied to you consistently throughout the election campaign, we're winning. Once again, they are lying to you. Every word out of their mouth, they are lying to you. But the question is, are you going to sit by and allow them to lie to you? Do you advise him out in a Petersfield and tell the people them who get money from the government to go build back house or go build something where them never have customer, them never have nothing before? Him out there and tell them that the government will build back them house and make nice out Desmond Mackenzie will build back them house. And Minister Mackenzie go equate himself with this damn sexual predator. People that already receive money from government to come out after picking them school and go build back something. Him now out there try to rile them up again. Because him now representing the parliament. He vote against a bill to help you. And then him come there and come tell you, say government come give your house. We already get money for. What's wrong with you now? You're dumb. Well, we know you're dumb because we vote for them. We know they're dumb. Because yeah, we vote for them. Most of who was in that school wasn't people that had something or lost something. Some of them was practically homeless. They're catching somewhere. And the government give them money and the man don't do nothing with it. And Dwayne Vaz, that sexual predator, will follow up behind the woman about him one China pum pum. Him can't tell you a good argument. Him can't tell you nothing. Him vote against a bill to help you. Then them come around and go tell you that you for quarrel for a government to give your house. And why? Why is that? Because you must ask yourself that as well. Why are they doing these things? Is it a game plan? Maybe it's a game plan. It's a bad game plan, but it's a game plan. Or is it that they are mentally unstable because they lost the elections after spending nearly $1 billion? Is it that them can't get over this thing that them getting mad? Those are things that you, the voters who voted for them, have to start asking yourself those questions. Why? Why are they doing this? Why would they vote for something that can help me? Or help my kids? Or my kids? Or the senior citizens? Why are they voting against these things? Ask them to come explain NaRRA to you. And what you could get. Because if you don't want to detail most political hacks, those who do it for what them can get, don't want a detailed explanation as to what it is. What I want an explanation about is when we can't get out of it. I hear you. What we can't get. Oh, we're going to get this. So, them can fix a little place and give weed out that work here. What's my name say that? What about the community center? We fix it up now. We can't fix it up. We don't give it the work. We can fix it up now. We ask them. Ask Dwayne Vaz. Ask Dayton Campbell. Ask Ian Hills. Ask Nikisha Burchell. And yes, Southwest St. Andrew. Ask Angela Brown Burke. Ask her why she vote against the bill. Ask her what's in it. Ask her to explain it to you. What it's going to do. Ask her if as a member of parliament, what role in it for her, if there's any. Just ask those questions because you should. Them come in your yard, them ask you to vote for them, them say them going to do stuff for you. Them, those who were there before tell you that which we never get to do last time, we're going to win this year, so we're going to do it for you. Well, them never win. Maybe you need to give them advice to go get some counseling. Because them not handling the loss well. All of this is as a result of that, handling the loss well. So maybe you have to take a stock and just think this through and give them a shout out and ask them what go on. I wanted to talk a little bit about the local government elections in the UK, but I'm going to put off that for a little bit. We'll have lots of time to talk about that. But I just want to talk about, there are 3 small things on Melissa here that what time is it? Oh, that we can get through very quickly. There's a matter that has been eating at me. Truly eating at me. For months, it has been eating at me. And I'm trying to find a way to handle it without crossing any lines. And you know I'm not afraid to cross lines. But this particular matter, I want to see, it's a delicate one for me. But I want to see how best I can deal with it. It don't have to be, I choose to make it a delicate one. Anyway, let me do it. I mentioned to you before, some time ago, about ministers of government who hide in them junior ministers. Colonel Charles Jr. is one of those I call out. Because I behave like somebody died and made him king. And him was gone like him alone a minister, and him junior minister have nothing to do, and him not involved him in nothing. I don't know how that relationship going, but I see the junior minister 1 and 2 times out. That's progress. I don't see much of Juliet Cuthbert, but I understand she's out there doing things that Mr. Chang asked her to do. Desmond McKenzie is out and about with Delroy Williams. My name is like twin now. And them out and about doing everything. The Ministry of Education, Miss Dana, is probably the only minister that I see that has no insecurities about her power as a minister. And I know she don't have no insecurity because she just let her 2 junior ministers and go and go do things. Go do that and you go on this and you go for this. Because she understands that part of her job is training. Part of her job is also legacy. Legacy, training, preparation for the next generation. That's one of the things that the world likes about this government as well. The fact that the mix, there's a balance. Like your succession planning is right there. The minister, the junior ministers. But there's one minister and one junior minister that is missing. And that is Kerencia Morrison. From the day that Kerencia Morrison was named junior minister in the Ministry of Sports and Entertainment and Gender Affairs, I don't know the order in which is not important. Minister Babsy Grange ministry. From Kerencia became the junior minister, I have not seen her. Not once. She's locked away in some little back office somewhere. I don't know where she is. Look at the road here Selassie is on. Yes, I know. So Kerencia is locked away. Minister Babsy Grange has been a phenomenal minister, phenomenal member of parliament, phenomenal member of the government. She has served this country very, very well. Not take that from her. But she's lacking in one thing right now, and that is leadership. She refused to let Kerencia Marisa shine, and I don't understand why. It bothering the hell out of me. Because Minister Grange is all over the place, everywhere, doing everything, and she has a junior minister who has absolutely done nothing since she became a junior minister. Not seen anywhere, not at Champs, not at any of the entertainment, nothing, nowhere we have seen Kerencia. Kerencia Marisa is a dynamic woman. Why is she not out, Minister Grange? Why you don't give a minister something to do? And maybe the whole system needs to change. Maybe when the Prime Minister named junior ministers, he ought to give them a part of the portfolio responsibility so that ministers don't hide them away. You're doing great damage to the country, Minister Grange, by not utilizing your junior minister. Great damage to the country, great damage to the portfolio. It always has been you alone, even when Terry Lang was there. Very rarely we see him. No, we don't see currency at all. That's not right. Nobody can take away your power, Minister Grange. You're the minister. You're phenomenal. You're an icon. Nobody can overshadow you. We have a responsibility not only to the government and the country, but to your own self. Your legacy, for one, and your responsibility to train the next person to come after you. We're not here for long. None of us is here forever or for long. So even if we live to be 110, life is still too short. You can't just sit down there as a minister and one up yourself and don't consider the government that you serve and the country that you serve and the portfolio that you cover, and have the junior minister lock up in one little room not doing nothing. How does that serve us? It doesn't. It doesn't serve us. Even Crystal Lee, I see out every now and then. I see almost every junior minister now, except Kaki Pernell Charles Jr. still going like him thinks him entitled to something. And I have it in for him, seriously. You have a responsibility, Minister Grange. I like Minister Grange. I like you very much. I like the fact that you're a strong black woman who came up through the ranks and established yourself and established your power and did so much for this country. Still doing so much for this country. But for God's sake, where's your junior minister? There must be something for you to do. You turn up at every place. And you have a junior minister who has not turned up anywhere yet. And if we don't see her, then the Bakan and the Prime Minister need to do something. Either remove her from the ministry and put her so it can look like Babsy don't want no junior minister. She's afraid to share the power. And people who have power and afraid to share the power, I'm going to hold that thought. You shouldn't be afraid of your power. Nobody can take away your power. Because what people don't understand is part of holding power and part of being powerful is being confident enough in your power to divest some of it to a trustworthy second. That's part of the whole power dynamic. To be able to say to your second, you want to do that. Don't take care of this, you want to take care of that. You're supposed to train her. You're supposed to prepare her. You're supposed to help her. Put her out there, make sure she fall down and pitch over and bust her head and chip off her knee and learn. That's what you're supposed to do, Minister Grange. And I'm really, really disappointed. Truly disappointed. That Currency Morrison, this dynamic black woman, into the Jamaica Labour Party, not getting the shine that she should. The responsibility is to go out there and do something. So, Mr. Grange, don't sideline your junior minister. Put her out there, make her see it. Alright, so 2 final things. I've been meaning to bring this up from maybe about January. And I keep putting it off because the circumstances never allow for me to bring up something like this. All the topics that we have discussed, it just seemed a little off. But I will bring it up tonight and short going. The Jamaica Labour Party, I believe, fully understands the politics of governance. The politics of governance. There are a whole host of people, young people, middle-aged people, not so young people, not so middle-aged people, who supports the government, who went out and voted to return this government to take control of our country. I have a responsibility to them, not only as government, but politically. You do have a responsibility to these people. You see, I'm a fervent believer that where there are instances where people should be rewarded or get shown away, then that should be done. And let me be specific. One of the things that Mrs. Holness do, and I just learned this recently, is that she mentors young women, help them find jobs, help them find them place, not only jobs, but them place in society through different ways and means. She now walk around and tell nobody. She now broadcast it, she now do no video, she now put it on her Facebook page. She just quietly help young women in this country. Elevate them, lift them, mentor them, show them the way. And one of the things that the Jamaica Labour Party needs to do as a party, and from party central point of view, is build a job bank. Once I build a job bank, find out where the jobs are everywhere in government. Find out where they are before the minister give him friend. Before the minister give him goddaughter and him godson and him friend picnic and him friend wife. Before I do that, make sure those jobs come to the office of Jamaica Labour Party. Share on your website, you may talk to. Have a list of them. Send them out to the constituencies. Send them out to Jamaica Labour Party people who have qualifications. Send it out to them and say, here is a job there, so go apply. Promise somebody a job, pick up the body and give them a job. You point them to opportunities. You have a responsibility to do that. Because what ministers does is keep those jobs until them friend asks them for it, or them friend or some relative or somebody from wherever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you need to be proactive in them lifting young people, particularly those who have qualifications. Lift them, man. Show them the way. Don't just count on them to support you, to be there in doing all kind of things during elections. Things that they weren't getting paid for. Like internet things, them things that most of us don't really know where to do. Look out for them, man. Look out for them. Get the jobs then. Put them out. Have people in the constituencies to send them out in WhatsApp group. Send them out to young people. Encourage young people to come to your constituency office and leave names and resumes and the understanding that when a job come into your office, that there's a job somewhere, you will call them and them can go apply. And that kind of understanding, not to promise them anything, not to push nothing for nobody and give them, just to say to them when they come out, when you see them, how did you do when you say exit? Nobody believe Damien Crawford in foolishness. You know, if you have 10, you can have 2 or 3 and bright and know where you have sense. How did you do? Come here. How did you do when you say exit? Yeah? So, what are you doing now? Well, I'm looking at job now and then I'm going to go back and do the next 2. Okay. So, you're looking at job to do what? Make note of it. Point her to somewhere. Point them. Help them. Because this is the part that get lost in the whole system of governance. This is the part that get lost. This is the part where nobody really don't care. And it's not that you don't want to care. It's not something you've ever taken on, so you don't care. So unless somebody come to you specifically, you don't care. But make it a part of the whole thing. Why not? There's no laws being broken here. There is no morality or any ethical value being trampled on here. Help as much young people or people with some qualification. And the qualification don't necessarily mean CXC. Maybe he's a man with, if a man will need a worker, I don't know who to turn to. If you ask the man for a worker. Come on, I go down to the MP office, go write down the man's name and send him down to go write down his name. I think that's a tedious exercise. I'm not doing it. So all I can say to him is, I'm going to program one for you. Just hang on a second. Don't call me until me call you. If me see you and you see me, you can ask me how things are going. But don't call me. Don't come check me. Because that's how me operate. Do not check me. Don't call me. But I'm going to check on things for me. And everybody who know me know that I'm going to check on it. And everybody who knows me know that I'm going to get him a worker. Sooner or later, I'm going to get him one. And next one, him want a lawnmower. Now that's a tall order. I don't tell him, say me I get him nothing. I just tell him that, well, lawnmower is a big thing. Worker you can hold in one and lawnmower you need a vehicle. This is my way of telling him that. I told you if I can program that. But keep your eyes and ears open. I might be able to help you with something towards one. Which means that I can probably beg somebody, yo, man say a lawnmower say $20 fee, you can give him 10. You can go pay them on it. And I'll personally go pay them on it and you want so fast him to pay for the next, pay the rest, just to get it. Help people, man. Help people, not just with government programs, but help people get jobs, those who want one. Don't let them suffer. When young people say, boy, I can't get a job. I applied for a job here, so I applied for a job at that ministry, and nobody don't answer me. And then 2 months later, I'm see the same job advertised. I'm apply again, and nobody don't answer me. This is a real case I'm telling you about. Real case of a young woman who did so much without even being asked and wasn't paid. Qualified, saw a job, applied for it, and not even a phone call to say we see your application, we don't like you, we don't give you. Nada. A real case of a young lady who applied for one. And when the people them turn up on the Zoom to interview her, them look like them make them decision already and them know who them are give, but them are show her some courtesy of having an interview. And since she did a little psychology, she know. But stop it, man, don't treat people like that. Because if you treat people like that, you're going to end up like the PNP. You don't treat people like that. You're going to end up like the PNP if you don't treat people like that, because that's how them treat people. Me I speak from first-hand experience. And this is not beating them up because me left. That's not it. This is how they treated people. You don't do it. Help young people, man. Start a job bank. Do it from Party Central. And filter it through constituencies. And members of parliament and the people them who are the member of parliament office, we are going like una sleep with the member of parliament and on a man and on a woman and on a phone who belong to una or she belong to una, not share nothing with nobody. You don't need to cut it out. Share information with people. You know, help people. Your main job is to help people. Politicians are the biggest social engineers in this country. Politicians are pharmacists, they are doctor, they are supermarket, they are furniture store, they are repair man, they are school, they are every damn thing. People counting on you. Help people, man. And one way you can is to have that little job thing so you can point people to where a job is. You're not making any promises, and you have to be very clear about that to all of them. I'm not promising that I'm going to give you a job or get you a job. What I'm saying to you is, if you are qualified for a particular job, tell me. I have your name, I have your address, I have the whole file of your resume and whatever. Soon as something come up, I'm going to call you. So something you go and go apply. And if I feel you deserve it, and them don't give because they want to give one them friend, I make nice on your behalf. No, me that say that. And everybody else want to say that. But I would say that. So yeah. Jamaica is getting a new ambassador from the United States. And her name is Carrie Lake. And believe me when I tell you this, Jamaica is getting a very, very good MAGA ambassador. And I think we're going to love it. I think we're going to enjoy it. Carrie Lake is, MAGA to the bone. Big supporter of President Trump. Like a whole heap of waves of Arizona. She ran for governor in 2022. And she lost. And she won senator against Markell. And she lost that too. I think Jamaica will be good for Carrie Lake. And let us welcome her. Because I am particularly very buoyed by Carrie Lake being in Jamaica. Because I want her to see the opposition. I want her to see them. I want her to watch them perform. And I'm in for a rude awakening where this new ambassador is concerned. I promise you. As to you, social, civil society, you're also in for a rude awakening with this new American ambassador. Ambassador Carrie Lake. She's going to be a riot. I guarantee it. See, ambassadorships are political appointments. They are not meant so much for diplomacy, but more of interest. Every country do it. You know, who's the ambassador to Bahamas for the United States? Who's the ambassador to the Bahamas for the United States? I don't remember his name. The footballer. He also ran for senator in Georgia, and he lost. Don't remember his name. Anybody remember his name can put him in the thing. And he's ambassador. I'm a nitwit, I can tell that. Dumb as an ass, but he's ambassador to the Bahamas. I suppose I'm having fun on the beach and hanging out with women because I feel think that. But I welcome Carrie Lake to be ambassador. I truly enjoyed watching her when she first came out in the politics in after 2020. She started making waves, and she's quite impressive. So there is that. There are some few other things, but not the time for it. Another time. So I'm losing my voice right now. And that's as a result of Herschel Walker. Thank you. The great footballer Herschel Walker was a real dumbass with him running for senator. A womanizer, mother beat woman, mother who picked with a whole heap of woman, some of which him not own. But he's ambassador to the Bahamas. Interest. And he will, I guarantee, represent the president's interest to the best of his ability while he's down in the Bahamas. Thank you. So, anything else? Yeah, Miss Babsy is holding back currency, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, the old time champs go on, and not even one day, currency couldn't currency or currency couldn't show up. I was not amused. I'm not amused. And maybe the prime minister need to start looking at how him name him junior ministers and give them specific responsibilities, a portfolio responsibility, so that the ministers don't stifle them, because it is meant to be a two-part thing. It is succession planning, it is training, it is preparation. And while nobody don't want to leave them work, and nobody don't want to get old, and nobody don't want dead, trust me, we all taking that route. Well, all of them except me. So, we have a responsibility to the country to use the junior ministers and give them responsibilities and send them out. Send them out in the world. You don't see her in the parliament either. Well, maybe she just decides she not come to parliament because them name her junior minister. But that Bex not going either. She would have had to gone before. She have to go 1 and 2 times. She was there in the PM thing. She was there. PM presentation. But it is sad. And Minister Grange needs to change that. And if I don't see no changes, I'm going to talk about it some more. I'm just going to use this bully pulpit and talk about it some more. I try to bully the minister. I'm just saying to the minister, do the right thing, man. Utilize your junior minister. So there's that. Anything else? Because we all only seem to have something to say. Well, I hope I taught the gossip trade. Now, I want to end where I started. Mrs. Holness, Speaker of the House, Member of Parliament for East Rural St. Andrew, wife to the Prime Minister, mother of 2 lovely boys. A woman who never had anything easy, but never give her anything. But never. So a woman was in Spanish Town selling bag, scandal bag, plastic bag. She pull up herself and she lift up herself. And she's the Speaker of the House. And remember when I asked all of you in the beginning to remember her in your prayers and ask God to lift her up and cover her under His blood. Ask God to let His light shine on her each day she go into that parliament. And reach deep for that song, Bread of Heaven, feed me till I want no more. Just call on Jesus. I mean, Jesus knows what she needs, and He's right there. We know that she needs some coverage from us, and we must give it to her. And when I'm starting my coverage, I started with Jesus, because we commandeered Jesus a long time ago by yourself, and I Him we are work with. I would just say, guide me, hold down, great Jehovah, pilgrim through that barren land. I am weak, Lord, but Thou art mighty. Hold me with your powerful hand. Sing it. Bread of heaven, bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Guide me, O Thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. Reach out now. I am weak, but Thou art mighty. You hear that, Mrs. Holness? Hold me with your powerful hands. Bread of heaven, bread of heaven, Lord, feed me till I want no more. Let's close off with that. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the live. Please remember to share it. Leave a pithy comment. Share it to the Eastern Westmoreland people you know. Western Westmoreland, Central Westmoreland, South St. James, Southwest St. Andrew. Big up on yourself. I want to give a big shout out to Miss Teresa. We link up today. Good to see you. Please tell my goddaughter to come and see me. And I want to big up Garth, who I understand is a big fan. Thank you so very much, Garth, for supporting the channel and supporting the efforts. Keep watching and keep tuning in. God, big up yourself. God bless you all. Stay safe, everybody. Please keep the children safe. Good night.